Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. On today's episode we have a lot of things in store, starting with our new coal generators, adding a new highway, and most importantly get started on a real steel production project. So if you guys are enjoying this episode at any point in time, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to be notified for all and future episodes. So let's jump straight into it. So the first little project we have to do is turn on the coal generators. As you can see, I did a little bit of work here. It wasn't really anything interesting, so I didn't really show the building of it, but we need to go plug them in, and then we need to come back and do something over that way a little bit. So let me just get on top of this thing real quick. And as I showed off in last episode, we were kind of coming really close to our power capacity. We were coming up on that 1000 megawatts of power and things, so I just decided to go ahead and build this little contraption here. Again, it's the same what's on the other side, just duplicated over here, and then all we should need to do is connect you to here and watch the coal come in and fill these guys up. So it's the same thing, 120 split into 3, and then the 3 split into 2s, and then the 2 split into 2 again. So it should all flow nice and well. And I decided to upgrade the belts coming from this side down this way. I wonder if I'll be able to do it now. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All I had to do is upgrade these belts. Where am I? Coming this way to the third series belts that take 470, just because we had enough coming in that it wasn't like fully being utilized and things yet. It's all backed up still, so yeah, I decided to steal some more from there, and it saved us from like actually needing to go out and get some more coal for the times being. So yeah, that worked out pretty well as far as that goes, I think. This should be almost ready to come in. There we are, first ones are going in now, I think. Here we are. Get these up and running. The smoke is going, the pollution has started, and these guys are going. We have 14, jumped up again, another one. So we should be at 1800 by the time this finishes. Hopefully, if it's all gonna get in there finally. I think these ones here are just finishing off, going in. There we go. 16, 17, 1750. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And we just need one more. 1800. Boom. We have everything up and running. So now that these guys here are running and operating, we shouldn't actually be backed up anymore, I believe. I could be wrong, but it kind of looks like we still are, which is odd. But I mean, that's alright. We might still have some more that I can, unless I math wrong, which is a high possibility. Oh god. There we go. We're good. Let's just drop down to this one, and then this one, and then there. So we still have 120 coming off this way. It's alright at the moment, just while I have a little bit of a system started, but it's not quite like filling the needs that we're gonna need for the future plans that I have. So I did a little bit of scouting, and we found this a few episodes ago, and there is pure iron nodes just over there. There's 3 of those. 3 of those will give me like 240 each, I think, so that will be plenty of iron coming into the base. We're not going to need it all for this little project, but I mean, it's not really going to be a little project, let's be real. Creating bloody, what's it called? Not iron. Creating steel is going to be a bit more of a challenge than anything. Especially with what we're going to need in the room it requires and where exactly I want to do it. So we come over here. Let's pull this out because I know there's sometimes creatures around. There's one. I heard him. Told ya. Yeah, so we got 3 pure iron nodes just here. Come at me, bro. Where did you go? So I think that'll be 960 iron a minute coming into the base. So that'll be quite a lot. And then the only thing that we need to go get some more of is coal. And that is way over yonder. So we're gonna have to build a new highway for the is that it? No, there's some up that way. That's our coal, and the other coal's up over that way. Yeah, so we're gonna need to build a new highway and get some trucks to bring over that stuff. And then we also need to figure out where exactly we want to build the iron and the steel production and things. Like, we do need it kind of in with this, so I don't think we need to really build any more iron things, so we can leave this kind of here. And then I was thinking of building the steel production on top of this, so we can keep stacking it up higher and higher, and it'll look really cool. Or we can kind of utilize this sort of area here, but not put it on the ground, kind of like have it off this kind of this level up here sort of thing, and kind of have it coming off this platform here. And then, oh god, okay, we're good. And then kind of have it like on this sort of level rather than being on the ground, so we don't have to export it everything that we need like way up there. We only have to export it halfway, because with some of the production lines we need some of the iron things mixed in with some of the steel things. And then I thought, seeing that our coal line is coming across here, we could keep it the same thing and then just stack it and then just bring it up higher again and bring it over this way, and then we can cart it around the base and to this side. So I'm gonna have a little think about that, and we also have the moths to deal with, so you might have to leave a few layers blank anyways for that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a think about that. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up these miners. I'm gonna set up a little a highway style road thing going over that way, and I'll bring you guys back once we have some ideas and plans sorted. Alright, yeah, so it has been a little while. I kind of built this bridge, like highway kind of thingy that I said I was going to do. I'll show you on the way back what we actually done here. But not much has changed from this one compared to the other one. It's just a miner coming down, filling up. Ugh, throat, come on, cooperate. And then I just did this storage container just because the splitter kind of like stopped this line here from working fully functional. Like, you'd come in here, get backed up, and then into there. So I thought maybe if I did it with a storage container, you get like no lag in between, and with this one here it has two outputs, so that worked really well. And then this here is just filling up perfectly, so it should be good. We should be able to turn this on. We have enough fuel, yeah. Let's hop in there, and then we can go to start recording. So we should just be able to come up here. We'll stop there. It's loading up. Neat. Boop. There we go, nice and done. We'll just wait for this other animation to be finished as well. I don't think it matters, but we will just do it anyways because it makes me happy. And let's go. So it's nothing crazy. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit, add some more like railings and things around the side like I did the other one. But for the moment it works really well. And we also have these other nodes just here. I think that's iron just there maybe, or copper, I'm not 100%. Then we got limestone just there as well. And then I did just add like some supports and things underneath the like bridge and things, the railways, the highway, whatever you want to call it. Just because I think it looks a lot nicer than not having anything there and just have like a floating pathway and things. So that's why I did that. And we should have enough coal, like fuel wise, to get there and back easily. I did a little test and we only used about 15 coal, so that's not too bad. We should just be able to poke down this little hill just here and turn around. There we go. And a good little spot is just because back there on that corner we had like kind of like a entry to the ground, so in case we bring any other trucks along out the other way, we can indeed just put them through there. So this is my like one little issue I had was this part just here, because I didn't line them up properly like to our factory and things, so that kind of sucks. But we're gonna go to the back one for this first one. Hopefully we don't fall off the thing. Yeah, there you go, because I can't really see. Come on, go, 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 go. Yeah, you can do it. And then we can unload just here. And that's the same sort of system. I don't think this one here is going to matter as much because it's such a long road that they're not really ever going to collide. So we don't really need to worry about that. But I did just kind of do it the same, so it shouldn't ever really cross paths with the other one that's coming down that way. If it does, then it does, but I don't think it will just because it's so long. And yeah, let's turn around here. And turn around here. There we are. Let's swing it around this way. And this here is like, yeah, another little part they kind of like had a little bit of an issue with, but it shouldn't be that bad because I'll just swing it around here and we should be good to go. And that's the reason why I did it like 3 wide, is because I know the trucks, the bigger trucks and things, they can't fit on a 2x2, so that's why I just future-proofed it a little bit, because I thought that would be smart to do, especially because I know things are coming, so that's kind of helpful as far as that goes. We can go this way. Oh, good autosave. I'm glad that wasn't on the corner and it flung me off, because that would have sucked bad. And yeah, as you can see, we like only 70 coal left in our fuel, so we should be fine to just keep running on this and not really have to worry about it. I do kind of want to put something really cool just over there. I was kind of half thinking of putting my space elevator in there, but then it's kind of really far from base, so that sucked. And then we can just finish recording. Oh, what do we do? Enable autopilot. There we go. So this guy here should be now filling up. How much of this do we have? Yeah, so I'm thinking we might just need only the one truck just here, because, and same with our other thing, like I don't, because once our lines get backed up, that's where I kind of wanted the other truck to come in, because that's what happens with our other line. Like one line gets backed up and then we just stocked it back on coal, so I'd rather be using all of it that we can, and then rather than like having it just sitting there wasted. So I think I'm gonna have to break. Oh no, don't do this. Don't do this. Fix yourself. I did, and it ran me over. Come on, get on top. Go, go, go. No. No. Damn you. Anyways, that happened. Yeah, so should be good otherwise than that, hopefully. Oh god, that was close. But yeah, as I was saying, I like kind of wanted to add that extra little truck in here, just for those times that we do actually like overproduce on the coal on the one side, and then we can have like another line being used. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So maybe we'll unload. I don't know exactly how we'll do it. It's just kind of annoying because I don't know the math of the trucks. Maybe there's a little thing. Yeah, it has like 25 slots, but that doesn't help me with the numbers, because it like the pathways would all determine like the different lengths of things. So that's kind of hard. But then we have this guy coming down here, and as you can see here, yeah, the line didn't work very well, so that sucked. I wish there was like a rotate sort of function with like the blocks, so I could kind of slightly skew it all the way, so then it would eventually fit. But we should have this guy here on unloading, which it is, filling right up with everything, and there we go. So we have this one here coming down here, and I think I will just add like another storage bin just in case we do like overproduce again. Storage container, here we are. Hello, why would you not like line up for me? That's okay, I'm pretty sure you go there anyways. And we just like max produce their stuff out the back. Yeah, it already is, cool. And then we can also bring it up and over that way as well. So I think I may, if I break that one, what if we do something like That again, that kind of blocks it off though, doesn't it? A little, maybe? I don't know actually. No, I suppose it wouldn't. We should be fine to do that actually, and then we still wouldn't see it from the top. And then it will also be like high enough on... Hello? You're gonna potentially go down somewhere nice for me? Nope. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. And boop. And then we'll just reconnect you. And then bring you... Hello? Yes, you come this way. There we are. Thank you. And up and over that way. So this is hopefully what we have. I'm gonna just run one truck for now, see what we get. But at like we should be getting 240 or whatever it's producing a minute. So I'm gonna work my machines off 240, and then hopefully from there we should be fine. As long as I just connect these again, and we put another one here, and then what are we gonna have to do here again? Like that maybe? Maybe we'll do it like there. Yeah, it should work pretty well. Nothing's really in the way. And then we can bring it up and over and then across and down that way. It should work pretty well, I would think. And then we're gonna have to steal this 60 line and pump it up top as well to that line up there, just because this one here seems to be running out when I fully use a 120 on it. It shouldn't matter too much when they're full up, but they didn't quite get there, so we're a little bit under max power capacity, but 1500 should be able to survive us, like do us for a little while anyway. And this here should be enough coal to at least get iron, it's not iron, bloody steel production underway, enough for us to yoink. Enough for us anyways to get at least started with it, and then we have like a nicer production line rather than what we have out the back over there. So I think with 240, let me just do a quick calculate. I think steel needs 3 coal per minute, and with 240 I think that's 80 machines. That sounds absurd, but it could be right. I mean, is that right? I don't know, it's 45 per minute. Okay, yeah, because I was like thinking that's not right at all. 240 divided by 45, so we'll be able to get 5 machines with 1 not functioning all the way. Well, 5, and then like 1 will be overloaded. That should be fine to steal this production lines, because as you can see they're not being actually used properly at the moment. So I don't know if we'll probably end up just mining those over there and bringing them over, and then we should just need the 1 node as well, hopefully. I think that should work. Yeah, we should be right with that anyways. So I'm gonna get started on that and bring you guys back when we have something cool. Alrighty guys, so it has been a few hours later and we have everything set up. Kapow. This is basically what we're working with at the moment, just because we are limited by the coal that we have, I think. So essentially this is just like kind of like my like little same splitter overload sort of thing that I've done before. Now it's just basically like 1 split into 5, so 1 gets split into 2 lines, and then those 2 lines get put into there, and then 1 comes along to a merger and that one gets put into there, and it's the same thing done with the iron as well. So I have everything over there turned on, plugged in. I just need to connect this coal and then run down yonder and connect the iron. So we can watch this here fill up. Bang and bang, and then all I did there was just kind of bring it along and just kind of add that extra little height over there that I said I was going to do, and now it should all flow along here nicely. And then I just kind of left enough room, so then I should be able to, like, I'm only using 1 line of iron at the moment, so eventually when we get some more coal or get bigger miners that can produce more and things, we can bring it over and double this again, so we'll have double the steel production. So just for the moment though, we can, probably should have done this before, hey? That would have been smart. And pow. There we go, we have that connected. Now I have to run all the way along here. I just did the same thing as what I did before with the bridge and things, just because, I don't know, not really a bridge, it's just more of a confined road. That's why it took me a bit longer rather than just slapping it all down. Just I thought it would be quick, like easier to just do it now while I was building it, rather than having to build it, then turn it all on and then have to break everything. So I thought that would be a better idea to do right now. And yeah, we can't really run faster on these things because they're going the other way. Boop. And one thing I didn't realize, these two were pure nodes, them two were impure nodes. So I left the miners on them, but I'm not going to use them just yet. We always have the option just to bring them over and things. So I believe all we need to do is connect you and you, and they should be up and running. Oh, this is an impure node as well. Well, I am retarded. Okay, so it turns out I'm a little retarded. And we are just going to overclock these guys twice each. Then that will give us 120 out of both, so that will then take us to 240. And we can keep this, and then we will eventually use those two lines to add it to the top one. So, you know, not really the smartest thing I've done, but you know, not the stupidest either. So we still have it working anyways, and the same math and things. It all worked out the same as what I expected it to in the first place. I just thought we would end up having double, but it's fine. We made it work with no real issue at all. So once we have this iron here coming down, it should be soon enough. Okay, let's get this iron coming down. We'll be backed up on coal, so this won't really be like the best example of it. We might be able to sneak away a few more, but I'm not sure exactly when we get producing how much it's going to be using and things. If we're going to keep up, we're going to slightly overproduce a little bit, I believe. Because this middle one is going to be getting 60, and then we only need 30 or 45 or something, I believe it is. So here we go, we have our iron coming in, it's being split up, and then it should be getting split up yet again. And is that all looking good? That is not lined up, and I gotta fix that because that is annoying my brain hole. So how are we looking here? 3, 4. Are you producing? There we go. So what do we get? 5. 5. There we go. Cool. I think this one here will be... yeah, this one here is getting way too many. But then we can't really split it into another one just because then it's going to not use like the amount, like the most, like it's going to underperform then. So I'd rather overperform by like 0.3%, I think it was, than, you know, having one machine shop because of downtime, and it would just not be worth it really. I'd rather have, yeah, just this being used not fully optimally, and then yeah, maybe I could steal some more thing up there, but at the same time I don't want to do that because once this machine gets running it's going to need all of that, because like at the moment everything's backed up and full of everything, so it's not really using anything. So this is why we have this little system here going, and then I think I'm just going to leave a layer on top of this just so I can duplicate this if I need to when we can with the extra coal and things. But for now I think that might wrap up the episode there, guys. We have done quite a bit today. Actually, you know what I need to do before we finish? See that thing up in the top right hand corner? It has been annoying me this entire time. Oh god, can you stop like framing out? Let's go up and complete this little thing. It's just for like a medical healing. It's pretty cool. I don't think I'll craft one for a little while because I think you need stuff that I don't mycelia and stuff like that, and I don't have any of that on me. But we have the resources and things. It's kind of weird that you need that, but let's boom, send that as well. And then I also did research sulfur, and we can build explosives, but I'm not going to touch that yet because it's just too much at the moment. I need to get this iron, steel stuff sorted, not iron, bloody steel, and then we can have a look at explosives and the next tier of things. So hopefully that should be soon. Next episode we should be able to hopefully crush out, let's go up again, boing. hopefully next episode we should be able to crush out the rest of this like iron production things and see if we can't pump out a bit more coal and things into this so we can double our outputs and things. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode at any point in time, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to be notified for all and future uploads. And until the next time, guys, later.